Seizure warning. This video contains flashing lights, rapid transactions, and visual effects that may potentially trigger seizures for viewers with photosensitive epilepsy. Please watch in a well-lit room and take breaks if needed. The channel drill file signal station. I can't be the only one that remembers Boomeraction, right? If you were fortunate enough to have access to Boomerang in the early 2000s, then you may have tuned into one of the most underrated blocks out there to date. This is for my classic cartoon stans, my action lovers, and late night nerds, of course. I'm your chill host, Zavii.exe, and I'm here to tell you all about it. So Boomeraction had a good run from 2000 to 2015. When it first began, it came upon the air at various times, but eventually it stuck with coming on at night, and honestly, it was pretty fitting. I know a lot of you as a kid had that moment where a familiar tune plays in your sleep, and then all of a sudden you're dripped in a cold sweat, and you wake up to the sound. Okay, no, not like that. Although that has happened to me plenty of times with that show too, not gonna lie. But I often had the Lopez effect with the theme song if I left my TV on Boomerang during a nap. I used to be in awe with the mysterious music, but even kind of scared, not gonna lie. I mean, just listen to it. Oh, and that microscope seeping through, hyping you up with their bumpers for some deep-seated action, switching into some well-known character figurines, which, keep in mind, I really wish I had them. I mean, look at them. And let me tell you, the lineup was crazy. I mean, full of action cartoons. So if that was your thing, I really hope you didn't miss out. Because Boomeraction was definitely a vibe, for real, for real. I mean, you couldn't get this nowhere else. We had shows like Johnny Quest, Space Ghost, and Thunder the Barbarian. Johnny Quest was definitely one of them ones and was always premiering in the lineup. Premiering back in 1964, the James Bond and Doc Savage inspo was definitely showing out. And the man behind the show was a creator named Doug Wowdy. The show centers Johnny, a strong-willed boy that travels on a job with dad, Dr. Benson Quest, who is a scientist that is on various top-secret missions from the government. Their highly skilled bodyguard, Race Bannon, who's always on a mission to protect his optimistic friend, later brother Haji, and his loyal dog Bandit. This sci-fi show was crazy, but they were always deep and running into all types of trouble. Johnny Quest really set the mood though because of his serious and dark undertones mixed with science fiction. And it was so far, they ran it back with 2 more series in the future. But get this. Johnny Quest got pulled from some Saturday morning slots due to being too realistic with the violence. But meanwhile, if we fast forward into now, Cartoon Network has given us shows like Steven Universe. And that show is full of trauma dumping.
I lost control of my body and turned into a blob of cats. I almost turned so old I died. Amethyst almost died. Pearl did die. Garnet got destabilized right in front of me.
Now I'm sure some of you have heard of Space Ghost. But before he was out here in these streets flaming shit on Adult Swim, he was out here saving whole solar systems.
So your whole life is a lie.
Yeah, Boomeraction gave us the OG, cape-wearing, villain-zapping superhero that started it all. He was really about that action, and didn't play when it came down to it, especially if it involved world domination, from Brak, Zorak, or Moltar. And you know a classic hero always have to have sidekicks. So he was out here in the 60s being a good role model to our super teens Jan and Jace, teaching them one punch at a time.
Play rough, eh? Pull an axe on me! Get him! Get him!
And what's a good Hanna-Barbera classic without a little pet on the side? So you know they had their Space Monkey blip in on the action too. Space Ghost was definitely a move for Boomeraction because it gave us an intense, serious hero with classical, futuristic elements, which was really surreal. And get this, he was so good that Adult Swim had to run it back and give him his own series, which added some new comedic relief.
You should be okay.
No, never! Your mantis is violating the contract!
All right, I'm lost. What contract? What are we talking about?
Enjoying your houseboat?
Would you mind just not bringing that up right now?
No! Let's talk about it! Loudly!
So that's how you got that houseboat.
Moving on to Thunder the Barbarian, I have to say that it's pretty slept on by most. The series was created back in the early 80s by Steve Gerber. The show was like watching a sword and sorcery comic book in motion.
2,000 years later, Earth is reborn. A strange new world rises from the old. A world of savagery, super science, and sorcery.
This series hit us with Thunder the Barbarian, a ripped sword slinger from the year 3994, riding across the wastelands with his wizard girlfriend Ariel, and with his fuzzy companion and best friend Ukla. And Thunder really didn't think twice for real. He just swung that sun sword around on defense. This series was full of action, evil wizards and beasts all created with science. And the whole crew did not come to play. It was on site anywhere at any time, and never a dull moment, with ruined cities, weird villains, and all types of magic you can think of.
Not bad. It just takes practice.
And if you really think about it, they walked so Adventure Time could run, especially when it comes to the post-apocalyptic heroes dynamic. And get this, only a few episodes were ever made of Thunder the Barbarian, but it ran all the way from the 80s to the early 90s. That's how you know it was fire. I honestly feel like it could make a good comeback with the right direction, as the original still holds strong. But this was just 3 original classics that used to always come on Boomeraction. There were way more like Black Star, Birdman, Shazam, and Super Friends. And to the early 2000s limelight classic action shows like Teen Titans, Justice League Unlimited, and Samurai Jack. Which I ain't even gonna lie, it feels weird calling it a classic when it seems like it just came out 5 years ago. Is it just me? Because time really be flying for real. Let's get deeper into it because there were other good series that were full of action that was on the block. We had SWAT Cats.
This guy's been traveling through too many time zones. I hear you. Let's take him down. Octopus missiles locked.
Batman the Animated Series. The Batman. Ben 10.
This is gonna be real fun. Tell me about it. I'm taking all your alien powers.
And the Secret Saturdays.
The hardest battle I've ever fought. I honestly thought I didn't have a chance.
And plenty more. I mean, can't you say that's a pretty good list? I mean, this was non-stop heat at night. We was in that thing. And the announcer between the bumps were a vibe too.
Coming up next, it's Boomeraction on Boomerang from Cartoon Network. This is Boomeraction on Cartoon Network.
Man, just listening to all of this is just making me feel so nostalgic for real. It was really like the Toonami of Boomerang if you really think about it. And that was very unique for its time within itself.
That's it for you. You have to show. Kenshin is next.
And so was Boomeraction, of course. It gave us late night Fist and Fury. It put us on and kept us hooked. But you know, all good things must come to an end, and Boomeraction ran its last lap somewhere around 2015. Which made my teenage heart so sad, y'all. I remember the rebrand like it was yesterday. The pain, the agony, the complete absolute dissatisfaction. I'm about to rant.
My home.
But the good thing is I was able to find whole segments of the Boomeraction episodes. Like, isn't that a good thing? And you know what I did? I watched it. It really made me feel like a kid all over again. Still just as intriguing as I remember, honestly. Big shout out to the people who uploaded them for real. And to the masterminds behind Boomeraction, you really did your big one with that. It definitely didn't go unnoticed by a lot of people.
Happiness and delight, friend.
So tell me if you watched it, what was your favorite show? And did you enjoy the bumps? Did you get scared by the music like me? Or did you miss out altogether? Let me know below because I would really love to see what y'all think. Boomeraction, you were gone way too soon and my young heart will never forget you. Rest in peace. And Fouled Under gone way too soon. Anyways, thank you for watching my first video. I'm so glad that you tuned in. I hope to see you stick around for more. Bye y'all and subscribe.